Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. I am Rosemary Rose, and this is Mr. Mark B. Lee. And down below, we have our special guest host today, Jennifer RAINEY Thompson. Welcome aboard. How's everybody doing? How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, so
I'm missing. There.
So we're having once again, as typical of Saturday Morning Cartoons, we're having technical difficulties on Mark's side. Jerome is not with us today. He is at a convention, and so we have a special guest host, and you may have seen her pop in from time to time on Saturday Morning Cartoons. She is the wife of Joe Thompson, who has hosted on this show from time to time. So Mark, are you up?
Can you see or hear me?
I can hear you. I don't. Your mouth isn't moving.
Okay. Serious internet issues. Continue on with the show. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Okay.
Sounds great.
All right. Have fun, Jen.
Thank you.
I'll harass you when I get back.
All right.
So tell us about what we're going to do today, Jennifer.
We're going to be doing cartoons from when I was growing up, back in the 80s.
Well, I think that's really cool, and I really appreciate you coming on to do this. Every week we do different cartoons from different genres, and sometimes we have guests on who want to speak about, what they liked and what they grew up with. And so we're going to go through Jennifer's list today. And why don't we get started? What's your first cartoon today?
First cartoon today is the Jetsons.
The Jetsons. That's wonderful. Do you have any information on the Jetsons?
Let's see. So they were released in 1962. The first season aired from 62 to 63 with 24 episodes. And it debuted on Saturday nights on ABC as their first program that was in color. It didn't receive much attention, and then it was canceled. But they brought it back in 1985.
That's pretty cool. So did you see it originally, or did you catch it in reruns like I did?
I think I caught it in reruns.
So do you have a particularly favorite episode that you like of the Jetsons?
I watched one last night, and that was the one that they got Rosie, the robot, in.
Yeah, that was actually, I think, the first episode. But Let's see. We have a clip here of the Jetsons. Let me see if I can get it up. And everybody. You can get it up here.
No. Oh, it's going to be a big night tonight. Hit that curtain. Hold it. Tune in, Swivelers. I got a treat for you. A new song by Judy Jetson. And to keep it in the family, on the drums, her father. Old Space Dust Daddy himself. And we're going to kick off with a drum solo. Go, boom, boom.
A drum solo? Who, me? Alone?
Sure, you can.
I think we were talking about this last week in the drum solo scene.
Dad, oh, yes. hilarious.
That is one of the favorite clips that we usually play here. That sadly, there's not a lot of Jetson stuff you can get your hands on YouTube. And I mean, I think you can get like the Rosie episode and a couple of the songs that they did. Jane, who does Why Don't You Come Home? Speed Racy or something like that. I don't know. But you know, it's just too bad that you can't find them too much. Did you have a favorite character on the Jetsons?
Actually, I liked Astro.
Astro, yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time that he he caught the burglar, and it was
bit him on his
George,
butt, right?
Yeah,
That was funny.
So Joe Thompson has figured out what the issues are being caused for Mark today, and it is actually, he says it's Mark's haircut is causing the technical issues, and I think that is like the best excuse, and probably 100% accurate. And eep up ork yes, yeah, that is a famous episode, and you know, Judy gets a lot of promotion, probably because she's so cute. And did you ever see the Jetsons movie where they had Tiffany do the voice of Judy Jetson?
I think I did, but it's been so long ago.
Yeah, there was a lot of controversy about her doing the voice because the original voice actress wanted to do it, but at the time Tiffany was the in girl, and
Right.
So they thought it was like so great to have her, and she did the singing in the film and everything. Any more thoughts you have about the Jetsons?
I mean, it's a timeless show. All the technology they had, and we're all still waiting for our flying cars, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Elon Musk is trying. So Mark at least could come in and say, "Oh, about Joe."
I'm waiting for the automated kitchen.
Oh, okay. I just got a message, and let's see what's going on. And nope, it's not from Mark. So if it's not from Mark, it doesn't matter. So
Right.
what is our next clip that we've got going on?
Let's see. The next one is Shirt Tails.
Shirt Tails. Okay, what can you tell us about the Shirt Tails?
Let's see. It aired on NBC until 1985. They had their cute little shirts that would flash various messages that actually related to their feelings and how they were feeling in certain situations. They were constantly teasing Mr. Dinkle. He was like their caretaker of the park or something. Then they had a little car that would change into different things. So they zipped around and solved crime or fighting crimes and stuff like that.
Did you ever see the greeting cards, which I think that they were based off of? Do you remember those?
Vaguely, very, very vaguely, because of the timing of that. I think in 1985, I was what, 6, 7?
Right.
So
yeah, they were a thing for a hot minute, and then they were gone. Just like the show. But let's see. I think we've got a Shirt Tails clip, and it's a good thing Mark isn't on right now because he'd be saying how much he hates the Shirt Tails. Oh, good morning, Cheryl. Thank you so much for being on today. Appreciate that. Let me see if I can pull up a clip here of the Shirt Tails. So that was the opening for Shirt Tales. Who is your favorite character on the Shirt Tales, Jennifer?
I think the raccoon.
The raccoon. For me, it was Mr. Mole. Here we go. We got here. This is some of the stickers you could buy that were went along with the greeting cards. So there's Louie, the raccoon, and then there's the mole. And pretty cute.
Those are cute.
And here's some of the somebody did some block art of the characters, which is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that show.
I think that would actually be a popular show today with some of the kids.
They need to bring it back. What do you think, Mark? You think they should bring it back? Are you with us now?
I
yeah,
that's
back.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Hey, we got Terry here. Good morning, Cartoon Crew. Great to have Jennifer share her memories with us of her childhood. Thank you, Terry. Terry's over in Ireland. There's like a 6-hour difference over there, so he's watching it in the afternoon. So it's Saturday afternoon cartoons for him.
Yeah.
So, okay. Any more thoughts on the Shirt Tales, Jennifer?
No. I mean, actually, Kip was done by Nancy Cartwright. I think that was one of her earlier.
Wow. And Nancy Cartwright, everybody knows, is famous for who?
Bart Simpson.
That's right. Yeah, doing Bart forever. I mean, it's nice to have that kind of steady paycheck for 40 years.
Yeah, right. Feels like it anyway.
So what's next on the list?
We got the Smurfs.
The Smurfs. Let's hope NBC Universal doesn't kick us off. What can you tell us about the Smurfs, Jennifer?
Well, actually, while looking up a lot of this stuff, I was surprised that it actually first came about in 1961 in Belgium, which had 9 episodes, which honestly, those are impossible to find. They're in black and white.
I did not know that. I did not know it was I knew it was a comic book. I did not know there was a cartoon.
Yeah, it was just a short run. But, they aired from 1981 to 1989. So that's the majority of my childhood right there.
Same.
But they had 9 seasons and 258 2-story episodes.
That's just incredible.
It is.
So I found a clip that I think you maybe talked about before. I think you and I both discussed it through chat. And this is the Smurfette origin episode. And I downloaded the whole thing and edited it. So let me see if I can pull it up here for you. Just a moment. This is one of my favorite episodes of the Smurfs of all time. I think it's one of yours too, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Let's see. A dash of sugar and spice, but nothing nice. A dram of crocodile tears. Half a pack of lies.
I like that.
The chatter of a magpie.
Azrael's so cool.
And the hardest stone for her heart. It worked! I have created a Smurfette!
She's alive!
Papa Smurf! Look what Hefty found in the woods, Papa Smurf! A Smurfette!
Oh, Papa Smurf, I suffered all night in the hideous forest, lost and alone. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo!
There, my dear. You're among friends now. You can stay right here in our village for as long as you like.
Okay.
I like how she cries. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Right.
How am I coming in? Am I coming in fine now?
Oh,
Yeah.
you look great. Yeah.
thank God I missed all the crappy clips. But other than that, hi Jennifer, welcome. Rose,
Hi.
you're doing a fantastic job, sweetheart. Keep on going.
Okay, you want me just to run it then?
No more Smurfs, please.
Well, we got to talk a little bit more about the Smurfs.
No, we don't.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, Joe came up with a very good point. Okay, the moral of the story about the origin of Smurfette is that brunettes can't be trusted, and you have to be blonde to be accepted and loved.
Wow. I really don't know how to take that, but you think of blondes as being a little dim-witted, but brunettes not to be trusted. I don't know.
She had that transformation. Papa Smurf did some magic do and gave her the whole makeover deal.
Oh yeah.
And then and gone with the scraggly hair, in with the blonde. So, what are your thoughts on the episode, Jennifer?
I really liked it. The fact that they actually had a name for her the first time that they saw her, never seeing a female Smurf before. Oh, I found a Smurfette, And then they all trip over themselves, of course, in her presence from there on out.
Yes. Yep. And for the rest of the series too. But yeah, that is one of my favorite episodes.
I always wondered if Gargamel can make a Smurf, why didn't he just make his own Smurfs?
Well, then there would be no fun,
I know.
There you go.
He just wants to wipe out the Smurf village, but I really don't think he does, because then he'd have nothing else to aspire to. I don't think.
No more purpose.
So any more info on the Smurfs?
Let's see. I think Don Misick was the voice, and he also did Azrael.
Oh, really? I did not know that. That's cool.
Trying to get my vacuum cleaner.
I think Azrael's awesome.
That's the bad guy, right?
Azrael's the cat, Mark.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Gargamel's the bad guy. Yeah, that's his little.
Same thing.
I think I like the fact that the Smurfs are still going today. As much as Mark hates them.
My kids were really into the Smurfs when they had the whole when they were giving away all those little plastic Smurfs that they collected every single one of them.
Oh yeah,
when they were
I
little,
had a few myself.
Yeah, they when they were little, they would take them out and they would play with them together. It's like one of the few things they ever did together as brother and sister was play for hours with those Smurfs.
And I think like at school, we would trade with our friends the favorites that we had. Hey, I've got this one. Oh, I want that one, and just trade back and forth.
So who's your favorite Smurf out of all of them?
I'm sure you're not talking to me.
I like Jokey Smurf.
Not you. Huh?
Jokey Smurf.
Jokey Smurf, yeah. Jokey's good. I like.
He's a little deviant. He's a little deviant.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. So what have we got next after the Smurfs here?
Well, we did the Smurfs. Now it's time to do the Snorks.
The Snorks, yes. So tell us a little bit about that Snorks.
So they premiered in 1984 on NBC. They had 4 seasons, 65 episodes. They were actually created to rival the Smurfs.
Really? I thought they were like a compliment to the Smurfs.
A lot of people think that, but no, they were actually created to rival them, which of course it did not work. Let's see. They're a race of sea creatures that live in the ocean. They actually, let's see, I was talking about this with the kids last night. The saltwater Snorks had 1 snorkel that they used to propel themselves around. The freshwater Snorks had 2 snorkels. I have no idea why. It just
wow.
How did they all live together then? I did not know that. How did they live in freshwater and saltwater together?
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, you got that right.
They crossed over back and forth. Maybe they had a brackish water.
Hey, that's good. Let's go ahead and see if I can conjure up a clip here from them. One moment. Oh, that's not it.
No, Joe, you still suck. Are we still all here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of quiet. I was wondering.
Here we go.
Oh, shut up.
Paper! Thank you!
Morning. Good morning.
Dogfish.
Bet you can't
Dog
catch
snort.
this one, snort finger. Oh, yeah? Watch this. All right, great catch. Oh, no. Okay, what is it?
What's happening?
Dead.
Wow, I don't believe my eyes. We've got to escape.
We need some help here!
We've got to escape. The snort bowl is being destroyed.
I noticed. We have to evacuate.
I hope Pesky doesn't mind us dropping by unannounced. Yeah, we always have a great time at the Snort Bowl. I can't wait to get there.
Looks like some snorks can't wait to leave there.
So I was really surprised by the environmental, matter in the mid 1980s. That was really interesting.
That was interesting.
So what more can you tell us about the Snorks?
So they really had very little human contact, and really the show itself actually just focused on their day-to-day life and little shenanigans between themselves.
So I think, wasn't there a crossover one time with the Smurfs and the Snorks? Do I remember that?
I am not certain about that one.
I think there might have been. But if anybody in the cartoon crew can remember if there was a crossover, let us know. We've got a 30-second delay, so if y'all pop in and just let us know, and we'd appreciate that. But I think there might have been at one point. But the Snorks, I watched them because they were on like immediately following the Smurfs. But I think they tried too hard to be like the Smurfs. What do you think, Jennifer?
I think so too, and I think that's part of the reason why they only lasted 4 seasons.
But still, 4 seasons in cartoons is a long time, because usually, you're looking to get 26 episodes. So they had some staying
65.
power. But like today, if you talk to your kids about the Snorks, most likely they're not going to know what you're talking about. And the Smurfs, everybody knows what those are.
Yeah.
But,
and most people refer to them as the cousins of the Smurfs.
Yeah.
They're
not really related.
but and also, once again, you had Nancy Cartwright on there, and she did the Daphne Gilfin.
Is that the pink one?
The girl one.
Yep.
That was one of the main characters.
Does that sound? Yeah, because I'm like that sounds. She sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
So since what do you have next after the Snorks here?
Let's see. After the Snorks, we have Richie Rich.
Richie Rich. Let's see. What can you tell us about? Oh, look at Mark. Mark doesn't like Richie Rich. Mark. Richie Rich is huge. He had a comic. He was huge. So what do you know about the Richie Rich? What can you tell us?
So they actually aired 1980 on ABC. They lasted for 4 seasons, I think 41 episodes. But it's the various adventures of Richie Rich, his family, his friends, and his dog Dollar. And everything in the show is absurd with money. It's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, they do a lot of kind of jokes off of that whole dollar amount stuff.
Yeah, I mean, his dog actually has dollar signs instead of spots.
I think Terry spent, or actually wasted, entirely too much time researching the differences between Snorks and Smurfs. But anyway.
Well, at least Terry had those cartoons over there. A lot of stuff doesn't get over, to places.
Well,
like
remember, Smurfs was European created in the first place. Okay?
Yeah, they're Belgium, right?
Yeah, Belgium, I think. So they were imported here or taken from a lot of the storybook tales overseas. So, yeah, much like Leprechauns, you know. But Johnny Quest knows how to solve all of these problems, by the way.
Does he?
Master Richard?
Just wanted to throw that out there.
So I got the clip up for Richie Rich. So let's take a look, see about what he's doing today.
But your friend Jeff and his mother need your help immediately.
Come on.
Ooh.
Hi, Jeff. What's so urgent?
My father's vanished. He's an officer on the aircraft carrier Bunker Hill, and we haven't heard from him in weeks.
I'll check into it right now, Jeff.
The White House, may I help you?
Richie Rich here. Is the president in?
One moment, please.
Hello, Richie. What's up?
My friend's father was on the aircraft carrier Bunker Hill, Mr. President.
I know. He vanished. It's top secret, Richie. And one of our aircraft carriers is missing.
Gloria and I are going to help search for the missing carrier, Professor Keenbean. And we could sure use some of your special gadgets.
Gadgets. My Beat the Bad Guys all-purpose gadget kit ought to come in handy. If I can remember how to open it. Oh, yes, my ballpoint invisible ray. Miraculous invention. Oops. Oh, lucky for us, it wears off in an hour.
So there's Richie Rich for you. I really like the show. I believe I saw it on syndication actually growing up. I don't remember seeing it on Saturday morning, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, everybody wants to imagine that what it's like to be rich.
Yeah, well, I think they had a cartoon block here that that they would air these back to back on. I don't remember which ones were played with it, but I remember watching them with my brother.
So what did you like best about Richie Rich?
It was always the adventures. I think when it comes down to cartoons, imagination and adventures was what I always looked for in the shows.
Yeah, I mean, it had a little bit of mystery, and he was always trying to help people out. It wasn't just
Kind of
about
similar
look at my money.
Right, like Scooby-Doo. They had their little mystery things that they're going to go on. I just like the fact that the connections that he had. I mean, being able to call the president, "Hey, Mr. President," who does that?
Exactly.
And everything glints and glitters. It's like, dude, really? I think where they were searching for a treasure was actually his swimming pool. So they would just go dive into the pool.
Hanging out in the swimming pool looking for treasure.
We're going to go get some treasure out of the swimming pool.
So, any other thoughts on Richie Rich? I know that Mark seems to not like Richie Rich.
No, I'm actually indifferent about Richie Rich. I really have no qualms about that at all. It just never. It was one of the older cartoons, so I was probably off playing sports or something outside, and really didn't hang around to watch something like Richie Rich, or there was something better. Hopefully, there was still some Hanna-Barbera cartoons on another channel that was probably going on at the same time. So that's only my qualms about it.
I think all of these are.
Jennifer, am I thinking wrong, or was there a comic strip too, like in the newspaper?
I think
that's how it started.
And
Richie Rich originated from the comics.
Yeah, and I think they ended up doing a movie later.
Yeah, was it Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin, didn't Macaulay Culkin play Richie Rich?
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing. I don't think I ever saw it, but I think that Macaulay Culkin did play Richie Rich. I should really look that up. He was a Harvey comic. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. So it originated in the comics. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So Jennifer, what do you have for us next?
Let's see. We're gonna do Inspector Gadget.
Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, good job. Yeah. All right, about time.
So what is it that you liked about Inspector Gadget?
I like the quirkiness of it. I mean, but I grew up watching James Bond and Maxwell Smart, things like that.
Right. Yeah.
And it just hand in hand. It was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
And I've got a clip here. I just gotta wrangle it up. Give me.
Oh. So far, no strikes, but it's early. Yeah.
That was a fun show.
Yeah. So, do you remember who did the voice of Inspector Gadget, Jennifer?
I know it was the guy that played Maxwell Smart.
Right, Don Adams.
Don Adams. Yeah.
And it just he did such a great job in that role.
Yeah, I
never thought about that before, Cheryl.
It does.
Yeah. It looked like I do believe that this was Japanese animation, that this was I could be wrong, but I think this was animated in Japan, I'm thinking. I wish somebody would check up on that for me, but sometimes you can look at the style of some of the cartoons and know whether it was American generated or whether it was anime. Literally.
I was thinking the same thing when I was watching some of them, that it has that same look to it.
Yes, yes.
But fun fact, it was actually the first cartoon that aired in stereo.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks a lot in my 13-inch single stereo, mono stereo. I would not have known. God, I should have hooked it up to some speakers, you know?
Play it in surround.
Yeah. Cool beans.
So do you have any other information on the show, Jennifer?
Well, I mean, this is a fun show. They actually, what is it? Inspector Clouseau or whatever from Pink Panther. They actually mirrored his look after him. I think he started off with a mustache, but then they had to take it away because he just looked way too much like him.
Yeah, Inspector Cousteau. Yes.
There you go. Thank you.
Pink Panther ones. Yeah.
But you know, his niece Penny and their dog Brain was actually the one that was solving the crimes without him knowing it. Without them, he would have probably perished at some point. Of course, their nemesis is Dr. Claw, and I don't even remember his cat's name, but
that's not important.
Yeah, not important.
Oh, well, yeah, not to you, Mark. Yeah. But I bet, where's Mike? Our information man is not here today.
He is not. Yeah, where is Mike?
All that info.
Yeah, he
right off the top of his head.
He's usually ahead of us. You know, he could tell us the voices of every character and everything. Mike, it must have had a hard night last night.
Yeah, because he was on last night. He was on my Olivia show last night.
Yeah. So, Jennifer, you're doing good. Let me ask you, how many more do you have left?
You've got Scooby. You've got a Scooby one that we.
Well, give me a count. Give me a number. Give me a number.
1, 2, 3, 4. No,
you got 4.
5.
Okay. Let's slow down for a minute. Let me talk to Jen for a sec, because we still have a lot of time left in the show, and we didn't get a chance to do this because I was off trying to fumble with. I still think I'm going to have to call my internet company because I have a very, very high-speed internet connection here in the house, which isn't performing well today. So I need to check on that. Jennifer, what do you do for a living?
Well, I did landscaping for 8 years and recently changed my job. I work for a company called STEM Labs now.
Oh, okay. And what do they do?
They make human allografts.
Excuse me?
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
You make what? You make what? Explain that.
Okay, so they work with stem cells. They get placentas donated to them, and they make basically skin graft Band-Aids with them.
Wow. That they use in surgery, obviously.
Yes.
Because those aren't over the counter.
And they can use it also for patients who have issues where they can't heal properly. They they wrap it up with that, and it helps to promote the healing and scarring.
That's unbelievable. It's a biological. Rose, that's kind of what Rachel, not that specific.
Yeah, that is something.
Area.
That is something that she learned about in her bioengineering classes. Yes,
that's unbelievable. So what's strange is you went from landscaping to body shaping. I mean, or body scraping. I don't know what you want to call it.
Well, I work at a desk, so I don't have my hands getting dirty.
Oh, I see. All right, so you're an administrative person in the company.
Right. What I'm doing is I'm going over all the paperwork, making sure that everything stayed sterile from beginning to the end so that they can release them and give them to the hospitals and the doctors who are ordering these.
Well, you're no longer outside, which in Florida is a plus.
In Georgia is a plus also.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're in Georgia. Yes, Georgia is a plus. So how do you feel about being in the air conditioning now? Dumb
Grateful.
question, but I ask it anyway.
Grateful. I'm very happy. It was a hot summer. It was very humid, and I felt very good about not being out in it.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's excellent. How long have you been with this company?
I think I've been there for 6 months now.
Oh, well, you're fresh. All right, just fresh off the farm. So congratulations. And you have some lovely children. I met a couple of them when you were down here visiting me. Right. And they're all fantastic. Brooke, I had to say that because that's kind of the battle cry with me when it comes to your daughter.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think she's pretty awesome too, in all honesty. And of course, what made you want to co-host a show for Saturday morning cartoons?
Actually, Rose asked me to, so that kind of prompted me in that direction.
Oh, you were coerced by one of our co-hosts here, and you didn't necessarily want to fall in the footsteps of your husband, right?
He's more of a talker than I am.
You're doing better than him. You are in fact, I'd rather look at you than look at him. I've seen him. I know what he looks like, and I am enamored by watching you do this show as opposed to your ugly ass husband. So I just want to put that out on the table. And I think it's wonderful that you're here. You're doing a great job. My only suggestion would be when you come back on, and you will be coming back on, that you choose cartoons that I will appeal to, and then I will let you in the door. How about that?
Oh, come on now. Jennifer and I have been talking about doing a girl show for like a couple of months now. So
do you really consider, excuse me, do you really consider this a girl show? Just because I had internet problems, you now consider this a girl show because two of you opened up? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I'm just saying we've been talking about having a female themed show because most of the time it's about cars and superheroes.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but I can't sit here and watch blue, tiny little things, especially exactly how tall is a Smurf supposed to be?
Like 3 inches, right? Something like that.
Yeah, they're small, 6 inches maybe.
And Gargamel is, no, Dr. Crawl. I mean, how up yours, Cheryl. Anyway, so and how exactly what's the bad guy? It's not Gargamel. Gargamel's the
Gargamel's the bad guy.
Gargamel's the bad guy.
And how tall is he?
I don't know. Probably about 5'6". I don't know.
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
he's not a basketball player by any means, but I don't think he's too short either.
Yeah. Okay. So let's continue on. I just wanted to find out a little bit about Jennifer here. She has a two very, very fascinating jobs, and I'm really happy that you're obviously happy being out of the sun and in the air conditioning and doing that kind of stuff. And you're here talking cartoons with us, which is fabulous because there's a lot of people out there who may feel that they're not a fit for the camera to come out and host a show, things of that nature. And as Jennifer, was thinking probably twice about doing this, thanks to the convincing of Rose here, you can see that even you can do a job like this. So this is fantastic. You're doing wonderful. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been a great show so far. So
all right, so let's get to your last four.
Somewhere in here we have the New Adventures of Scooby and Scrappy.
Yes. Yes, we do. And I'm gonna find it here in a minute.
Best thing you said all morning.
I couldn't find my notes on that one.
That's okay.
Let's go ahead and play it, and we can talk about it off cuff.
Sure. You got it?
Let me see if we got this. It should be coming.
Yeah, slow connection somewhere online here. You're coming off of your computer, right? Of course you are.
So
I love Scrappy.
You love Scrappy, okay?
I do.
That
you're in a minority.
Like a bad word in our.
You're in a minority. Yeah, I knew you were a drinker. I just couldn't find a reason to call you that. Now you've given it to us. So, yeah. So tell us a little bit about why you like Scrappy.
I like Scrappy. He's just a little turd, man. I mean, he just he can just go out there and just take care of everything, and he just runs headlong into everything. Look at him.
He's just a little turd.
This particular cartoon, it's just Daphne and Shaggy and Scrappy. We don't have any Velma. So sorry, Mark.
No, Velma and Fred don't show up until like season 5.
There's no Velma at all?
5 years later or something like that. They do eventually come into it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Velma's probably off doing some special studies or something, so it's just the three of them kicking around.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Which makes for an interesting dynamic, actually, because before Daphne was always, kind of Fred's squeeze sidekick, and here she actually is like the leader of the group.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Which was interesting, and I think they missed Velma through a lot of that, but they still managed.
Yep.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Scrappy here. Frank Welker, of course, who played Fred, was the one who came up with Scrappy's catchphrase. During his audition, he ad-libbed a bit where he yelled a fanfare noise before shouting "puppy power." While he didn't get the part, Joe Barbera thought it was a great catchphrase. Okay, and we do know that Frank Welker also did voice Scooby-Doo as well. So I guess he wanted to voice Scrappy, but didn't get it. Mel Blanc was Barbara's first choice to voice Scrappy, but Blanc turned the role down over salary disagreements. Then Frank Welker was considered before Don Messick was cast. In the pilot script, he recorded with the entire cast. Then ABC decided they didn't like Don's version, so Dawes Butler was cast, and the entire script re-recorded. When they didn't like his version, and Marilyn Schreffler was cast, and the script re-recorded once again before Welker was cast, and the entire script recorded a 4th time. Then Paul Winchell and Dick Beals were cast at different points. Though production was halted while Barbara, I'm saying Barbara, I meant to say Barbera, once again attempted to strike a deal with Mel Blanc. Ultimately, Lenny Weinrib, was cast in the role simply because he was the first choice. The network wouldn't veto. Even he would end up leaving the role at the end of the season over a salary dispute, along with a personality dispute with the voice director. And Don Messick became Scrappy's permanent voice afterward. So that's a pretty extensive history on how we got to endure Scrappy Doo through all of that.
That's incredible. I never knew that.
Yeah. Money, huh? And Terry he didn't get the dislike of Scrappy Doo. He was one of my favorite hotheads on. Oh, he was an like Jennifer said, he was an irritating little turd, and it's just that. Okay, Jennifer. Sorry, babe.
All right. That's good. I did notice that Shaggy's pants are no longer brown. I think they're red.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's interesting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't either, because he's still wearing that same green ugly shirt there.
Yeah, still the same shirt. I think they changed up his outfits a couple of times throughout some of the different series of Scooby-Doo.
Hey, can I ask a question? I'm going through your files here, and it looked like was Scooby and Scrappy there it is. I didn't even see. I think they're numbered incorrectly.
No. We skipped over it for some reason, and so we're
yeah.
So
when I was off, you skipped it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I was trying to find a picture of to see Shaggy's pants, but obviously I
didn't pull one of Shaggy's pants.
I think it was in, like, when you played the video, you could see it.
I see. All right. Well, cool beans. All right. So half of that show was fantastic.
So
all right.
What are we moving on to next,
We're
Jen?
moving on to Muppet Babies.
Woo!
Oh God. Actually, no. I should take that back. I actually like Muppet Babies. I have to say, I thought it was original. Wasn't it? Was this before Care Bears and the other? When there another baby?
It was after.
It was after. Okay.
After, I think, or at the same time.
Right. Okay. Cool. Let's go for Muppet Babies here.
What can you tell us about Muppet Babies, Jen?
So it released in 1984 on CBS. They had 8 seasons, 107 episodes. Howie Mandel actually voiced Skeeter, Animal, and Bunster.
Wow.
And Frank Weller did Skeeter also, and Kermit and Beaker.
Wow. That's wow. Look at that. I love that. I like this show. I really did like this show.
It was a very fun show.
They had this whole era where they were doing babies, and I think the Flintstone Kids was just awful.
Yes.
Yeah,
but a couple of them got it right, and I think the Muppet Babies was probably the biggest hit out of all of them. I think we've got a clip here, and I'm going to run it. The cool thing about this show was it was about these they were using their imagination, and I think they were trying to spark young people to imagine and just have a good time.
Hey, I don't recall, but did they show a parent in this series?
It was Nanny, but you only saw her like the shoulders down.
So, shoulders down, because in Peanuts they always had a parent that they showed.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rose.
Oh yeah. What the nanny? I don't think you ever see her except from the legs up. Isn't that right, Jennifer?
Oh, it is the legs. She says shoulder.
I said shoulders down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. I think she actually makes an appearance here, maybe on this clip. I don't know how I cut it, but here we go.
All right. Let's take a look.
I think I look like a nerd in that silly costume.
Who cares, Scooter? The good part is coming up, where Kermit Skyhopper rescues the princess.
Oh boy, let's watch.
You're right, though.
I am?
Yeah, you do look like a nerd.
Oh. Quiet, here comes my part. And mine too. Watch. Hang on, you guys. We're about to make the jump to light speed. Here goes. Ouch! That's smart. I don't think you have to jump quite so high to get to light speed, Kermit. Can I use the Force, Obi Ralph?
Not yet, Kermit Skyhopper. It's too soon.
Oh my gosh! Look! The Death Star!
No, it's worse than that. It's the Death Tomato.
Yes, out to destroy all laughter in the galaxy.
Gee, one joke and we're all goners. The danger doesn't matter. We've got to save Princess Peony.
Wow, that's the best clip you could have picked.
Yeah, when I stumbled on this, I like, oh, we absolutely got to show this one for sure.
Oh, that was great. I don't even remember that one. You know.
That was neat. I think they played off of a lot of different movies, didn't they, Jen?
Yeah, there was a lot of different live action movies that they incorporated in that.
Yeah.
They had a lot of different, like if you notice when watching the Muppet Babies, they have actual live action shots in the show. So you've got that and animation going hand in hand.
Excellent.
Which is a little bit different.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I like that show so much, because they did incorporate a lot of things that we've seen live action wise. So great. Okay.
So what you got for us next?
Let's see. Next we have Gummy Bears.
Now, we were talking about this before the start of the show about how we both really liked this show.
It was a really, really good show.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it. It's on Disney.
Don't force me.
It's like a fantasy story, you know?
It's well written.
If you say so.
So what can you tell us about Gummy Bears, Jen?
So, they aired in 1985 on ABC. I think they showed on the Disney Channel, and thankfully, since I didn't have cable, they would send what would you call that, syndication later on that channel. But they had gummy berry juice, which was awesome. It was a magic potion that they drank, and they made them bounce out of trouble. If a human drank the gummy berry juice, it gave them superhuman powers for just a little while, and that was that. But they interacted with a couple of humans throughout that show.
Really?
They had their villains, Duke Sigmund and Toadwart, and some trolls that they had.
Yeah. And when did this air?
1985.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, I was already out of college by that time, so yeah, I was gonna sit down and watch Gummy Bears. Come on.
It was a good show.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it a chance. I'm always up for giving something, a chance. And then, I can't judge something, judge anything I haven't seen before. That'd be kind of stupid. But all right. So what else? You got a clip for Gummy Bears?
Yeah, we do have a clip, and I'll pull it up here just a second.
Gummy Bears. Joe said Gummy Bears literally, I don't know if you took that down. Joe said Gummy Bears literally paved the way for the golden age of Disney TV animation. Very interesting.
Gruffy, if you can't do something nice.
Oh, Gruffy, it's a present for my father on Monarch's Day. And you of all people know it's better to give than receive.
Oh, well, Calla, I guess. What are you all staring at? We got an apple tree to deliver.
Look over there.
More light.
We'll find out.
Wow, someone must have left the boat running.
Oh, how are we going to sneak my present into the main courtyard now?
As leader of this expedition, I have only one thing to say. Bottoms up!
Oh, gummy berry juice.
An uplifting idea, Gruffy.
Thank you, Dummy.
And thank all of you. Especially Gruffy for leading us. It's the Dunwinian Award of Merit.
So, all right, I'm seeing Ewoks. I'm hearing Seven Dwarfs. But I could have swore I heard an Eeyore in there.
Yes, it's the same people who did the voices of Winnie the Pooh.
Ah, there you go. Okay. Wow. So obviously people really like gummy. I love gummy bears. I should have been too old, but it was awesome. Got my daughter into it when she was 5 via DVD. She's 14 now. Brian says, didn't Dave from Full House do a voice? Probably so.
Probably.
Yeah, and Brian also said this is Nicole's favorite. Did you watch this too, Rose?
Yeah, I did. It was a really fun show. It kind of reminded me of Dungeons and Dragons, a little bit, with the fantasy. It was just a very well written, solid show.
Interesting.
So you missed out, Mark. You missed out on something special.
Okay, if you say so, but Jennifer, that is, what's really the main reason why you liked gummy bears, Jennifer?
Once again, adventure. I always enjoyed adventure stuff. And it had a storyline. They wanted to get back to the city of the elder bears.
Yes.
And so finding the special key to unlock their book so that they could follow the way of the old bears.
I heard Paul Winchell's voice in there. Definitely heard her voice. But I'm surprised I'm surprised June Foray was in that. That's interesting. She's the voice of Rocky, of the Bullwinkle and Rocky show.
Yeah, I don't remember what voice she did for that show, though.
Interesting. Wow, very impressive. Okay, how many more you have?
We have, I think we have 2 more.
Two
more,
yes.
Yay, good job.
We have, let's see, next is DuckTales, which everybody likes.
Okay.
Yay.
You have good choices now, so far at the end.
Now, this is the classic DuckTales, right, Jennifer?
The classic DuckTales, yes. Because that one first aired in 1987 on the Disney Channel, again syndicated on Saturday mornings on ABC. It had 4 seasons and 100 episodes.
Wow.
Basically, Donald Duck joined the Navy and put Huey, Dewey, and Louie in the care of his Uncle Scrooge McDuck.
Yes.
So then they have their little shenanigans and always trying to basically help protect Scrooge McDuck's fortune from the Beagle Boys, I think it was.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, right, ready to play the clip?
I think we've got a clip, so let me just see if I can get it up here.
Right, the original DuckTales.
This is the original.
Right, cool. I still got gummy bears on the brain here.
Oh, so, I'm old school.
Mr. McDuck.
Mike finally popped up.
Well, I have good news and bad news, sir.
What's the bad news?
Some goods from one of your factories got lost.
What? Then what's the good news, man?
Well, it was only a boatload of ice cream.
Ice cream sank?
A sea monster was sighted in the...
A sea monster ate my ice cream? A sea monster ate my ice cream! Ah! A sea monster ate my ice cream! A sea monster ate my ice cream!
Yeah, he's a drinker.
Ate my ice cream! A sea monster ate my ice cream!
This is me at work.
That must have been some ice cream.
No! You don't understand! This wasn't ice cream! This was Happy's fortune!
The sea monster ate my ice cream!
Yeah, serious issues.
The sea monster ate my ice cream!
Hold it down!
It's all right now, boys. I got it out of my system. There's not a second to lose. We're leaving to salvage my fortune.
So that's the clip you chose, huh?
Yeah.
I like that clip. I thought it was funny. And it's very hard to find clips, actually, for obvious reasons.
Disney owned, yeah, sure.
Right.
Sure. Wow.
But you notice at the end, the tablecloth became like a straitjacket.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Yeah,
thing. I said, if only that thing was white. Yeah. Yeah. So I love the spinoff that Brian brings up here. And of course, I don't know if you thought DuckTales was more popular than Darkwing Duck or vice versa. Anybody?
I think DuckTales was more popular, but that's just
okay.
me.
It's interesting because Terry literally said of the collectibles that's involved in this, and from Kinder Egg. Okay, much money spent on those. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And we're going to our last one, right?
Going to the last one. We're going to do Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Oh, why not?
Why not?
Chip and Dale. Yep. Motion picture too. Go for it.
Right. So that one aired in 1989. Same, syndicated on ABC on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Ran for 3 seasons and 65 episodes. Now it's funny because Chip looks like Indiana Jones and Dale looks like Magnum PI.
Yeah.
But and of course and going with the girl theme, Gadget, Hack Wrench, brains behind everything.
Okay. Cool.
That's her in the back there, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
her in the back. Yeah.
And then the Fly too. I think what was the Fly's name? Zipper.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are so familiar with these characters. I love it.
So
I love Dale. I love Dale's red nose. I always thought he was so cute.
Why did you love Dale's red nose?
I just like the way he's shaped with the giant nose and the little buck teeth.
Yeah.
So cute.
Wow, very interesting.
So
All right,
let's go ahead and play a clip from that. One moment. Let me pull it up.
William says the new movie was so fun. And I haven't. Oh, actually, it's on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good.
What's going on?
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Here we go.
Why aren't they coming? Maybe they need more power. The carpets are homing in on my transmitter.
I don't think the foundation was completely sound.
Hey, God! I gotta turn it off. I gotta get out of here.
Use your magnet, Gadget.
It's no use! There are too many carpets!
We gotta steer this thing. We're not gonna fit.
We need a way to shift the weight!
Leave that to me, lad.
Left. No, right.
Amazing.
You can't do that in real life.
Get out your ticket book. I don't suppose we can skip this one.
Awesome. Go ahead, Jen.
All right. So, basically they just try to deal with crimes that they deem too small, for the police to handle. I think that was the Mad Scientist. I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Norton, and then they had their other villain was Fat Cat, which is not in that clip, but I don't know. It was a fun little adventures trying to solve crimes.
Yeah, it was how many episodes was that again, Jen? I don't know if you remember saying
65 episodes.
Wow. So it didn't do as well as like DuckTales or.
No, it didn't. It did not.
But they just recently
but they
came out
aired
with a
about the
movie.
same-
Did you watch the new movie that came out?
I did. I like that one.
Is that
I
what you
didn't
guys
think
were
I
talking
was
about
gonna
while I
like
was pulling up the clip?
I didn't think I was going to like that, but you know, because of the mix between this, was it the CG and then the realism?
Yeah.
But it worked. It worked very
Yeah.
well.
I actually haven't watched it all yet, but I will finish it up at some time. But the reason I even started in the first place was because how many people were talking about it. So I needed to peek in and see what all the hoopla was about. But yeah, Brian had mentioned that DuckTales, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, and Rescue Rangers were and still the best Disney TV animated shows. Okay. You know, we will welcome
I
all
haven't
personal
watched any of
opinions.
the new ones that they did.
Say again?
I have not watched any of the new ones that they put out. The rebroadcasting.
Yeah. But that's great. Okay, so any final thoughts from you, Jen, on your performance today, on what you showed us today? Any thoughts whatsoever? How handsome I am? I mean, anything you want to say, go for it. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think I gave you something to watch.
Who?
Go watch some Gummy Bears.
Go watch Gummy Bears. Yes.
Well, yeah, you'll forgive me if I don't get on that right away, though, right?
Always.
Yeah, I mean, I it's so much I'm trying to pick up on as it is, and with Johnny Quest still on HBO Max and watching that at any time, you know, it's kind of difficult to say, do I want to watch Gummy Bears today, or do I really want to watch a repeat episode of the 1 millionth time of Johnny Quest? That's really complicated. I'm just saying.
So complicated.
Yeah. You were incredible, girl. You know, a little bit of shyness on camera here, but that's natural acting there, and I like that. Well, it's not acting, but it's your natural way, and I kind of like that.
Well, I think you did a fantastic job, Jennifer.
Rose, she's just as fantastic in person as she is on camera right here. So, you know, at some point, you know, all of us have got to get together and have a big barbecue and meet these guys, because the whole family is off the hook. So I'm really impressed. Jennifer served as our co-host here this morning. She did a great job this morning, and it just gives everyone an example that it is in fact possible to come on and show us your unseen talents and be a guest on the show any time. Like Jennifer did, she contacted us, or rather Rose contacted Jen, and Jennifer sent us her list of shows she'd like to talk about, and we, you know, got some clips from her, both video and you know, it was just a fantastic show, as Terry is saying, all the way from Ireland over here. Thanks a lot for that. Are you clicking these two, Rose? Because they're going on and off, so I'm just wondering.
So you and I are both right.
I think we're clicking them at the same time. Stop that. So anyway, at least Rachel's not here. Rachel will allow you to read it for a half a second before she takes it down, you know. And,
I'm trying to get her to at least hold it up for 3 seconds.
Please do. You know, we got to read it. You know, we don't want to see a white screen with black letters coming on it. If anybody doesn't know, Jennifer is the wife, the lovely wife of Joe Thompson, who did a couple shows for us. They both are fantastic as co-hosts, so you guys should join us. William says, good show there, I see. You can grab that one, Rose. I'll keep my hands off. So Saturday morning cartoons, guys, this is what we do. We showcase things that we remember in the past. Now, all of the clips that Jennifer had showed during this segment here were pretty much after I had come out of college and, you know, trying to get my career started and things of that nature. I was playing a lot of sports. So the Saturday mornings I always watch cartoons. Don't get me wrong. I always watch cartoons. But back in the day when we had the big bulky VHS shows, it was a hassle to try to set the timer on the recorder to record a show that was coming up in a couple hours or next week or whatever. It was a pain in the butt. Nowadays, we can see repeats of the shows anytime that we want. And with the threat that Jennifer gave me about going to see Gummy Bears, with her knowing that I can see it at any time somewhere. I'm assuming that's Disney Plus, Jennifer?
It is.
Damn it. Anyway, I got that. I got that subscription too. Okay, so that's great. Anybody wants to be a guest, come hit us up. I would be glad to have you guys. Bring your choices. No more Smurfs, please. And join us here for Saturday morning cartoons. Rose, any final words on today?
Well, I'm just glad that Jennifer agreed to be on the show. It's nice to get other people's, thoughts and memories of their past as well. And we encourage anybody who watches the show and wants to come on, please do. Or I might just harass you to come on, like I told Jennifer.
Yeah. Well, whose turn is? Well, next week we have a threesome because we always at some point every 2 weeks, I think we have Classic Television SmackDown on Friday night. We have Saturday morning cartoons on Saturday morning, and we have Roses and Reactions. You are doing a Rose and Reactions show next week, Rose?
I believe we are. We're supposed to do our He-Man She-Ra show. Hopefully, yeah.
I'll actually watch that one.
So, but yeah, I think it's going to be your turn, Mark, since I helped put this one together.
For Saturday?
Yeah, for Saturday.
That's okay. I'll come up with Johnny Quest. I mean, I'll come up with something, So don't.
I think you've got a double. I think you've got a double shot. You got to do.
I think I'm Friday and Saturday of next week.
Mm-hmm.
God, man, that's really hard work.
That's the way the rotation rolls sometimes.
It does.
So Mark, are you going to do anything from Dragon Con?
Not on the cartoon. I haven't got my list of moderating for what I'm doing for Dragon Con. It's a big guest. Well, yeah, it's always a big guest list, but in terms of the type of shows that they have coming up on Dragon Con in a couple weeks, I haven't got my list yet of who I'll be assigned to moderate. But I'll be seeing you guys up there, of course. We got to do lunch or dinner or whatever.
I was wondering if maybe you could do a live show from Dragon Con.
That would be great. At some time we do, but Dragon Con's schedule is so busy. With all the hours of programming 24/7.
Right.
Yeah. At some point, I never brought it up to them before. I'm sure they allow me to do it. I'm just always tired with all my other duties that I do during Dragon Con. But yeah, at some point we will. Saturday morning cartoons will make a showing in Dragon Con at some point. So that was it. Don't log off yet, Jen, as we sign off for the show. So just kind of hang around here for a sec. Everybody, a big round of applause for Jennifer Thompson for what she did today and bravely carried through. I know you were nervous a little bit during the week about coming on, and look what happens when you finally get the camera on you. This was great. What is Terry saying here? Brian asked, any way you can get Rob Paulson on as a guest? We have reached out to him and still waiting for a feedback. Terry goes, Rodney Fike is very much looking forward to getting into the hot seat spot of the cartoon crew. We still need to talk about that, Terry. I'm not sure who he is, but yes, we will have him as a host. So you're going to have to talk to us so we can put him on the schedule for upcoming broadcasts. In the meantime, guys, you guys have an incredible weekend. And Rose, I will see you on Friday or talk to you on Friday. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys Friday for Classic Television SmackDown, and then next week Saturday morning cartoons. I got to get to thinking, so that means I got 2 shows to do, and Jerome will be joining us back next Friday as well. So we'll see you guys. Thank you so much, Jennifer. You were so lovely. You were fantastic, sweetheart. Take care. Hi to the family. Okay.